Hey everyone, Andang here for more of Mordor. When we last left off, we were supposed to go all over the landscape trying to intercept all these different letters, and well, I've actually gone and done that. So we have the 4 letters here plus a extra one because we actually took 2 orcs out at the same time and they both dropped the letters. So we got 2 there. So anyway, the first part of this is just going to be me reading out these letters. Feel free to skip ahead if you don't want to see this, but I know a lot of you guys do, so let's jump right into this and start reading these acceptance letters.
Lyrith, mistress of Argonaith, I have heard thy offer and think it most compelling. I know that thy love was for the Lord of Sauron, but he did not return it in kind. I will not make that mistake. Together our enemies will fall before us, and we will sit upon twin thrones and rule Mordor forever. We will marry, and let that be a union to make our enemies quake. But to thy second suggestion, I must decline. Sevagost is not a suitable location. May I suggest the bones of Barad-dûr instead? That would be a place most fitting for we two to ascend to the rule of Mordor. Dagobeth, Lord of Mordor and heir of Sauron.
Orglog, Captain of Cirith Ungol. Listen to me, worm. Unless you want to be given to the thing that stalks the tunnels beneath your command, you'll maintain your position in the tower. I want Cirith Ungol defensible in the event Dagobeth gets the upper hand. He seeks to ally with the Lady of Light, and if that comes to pass, I will need Durthang and Cirith Ungol made ready. I think he has signed the order for his own death, but if I am wrong, I want to know Adun and Lingris are secure. Agrukor, Captain of the Pit, and Lord of Mordor. Okay, so he thinks Dagobeth's making a not-so-wise decision. Lyrith the Stained, Lady of Blight. I hear your call, but I do not trust it. I'm afraid of no man or beast, but I know better than to pass beyond the walls of Sevagost. I will attend the meeting you have called, but not in your own fortress. Let the masters meet in Durthang, my own stronghold, and I will set aside my distaste for you and your kind, and will hear what you have to say. Agrukor, Captain of the Pit, and Lord of Durthang. See, he has much more actual titles. Like, he understands what he's actually ruling there. So that's good. Good job, Agrukor, maintaining your humbleness there. My lord, I am writing once again, as you requested, to report that the walking flame was seen once again near Narband. None know why she goes. Alright, well, we'll fight this wolf real quick. Here we go. None know why she goes where she does, or if she is doing the horror's business when she is given to this wandering. But I will keep watching. She makes me uneasy. She looks right at me, though she was some distance away, and I felt her burning in my head. The message is not signed, but it is covered in blood. The Gashai from whom you took the message must have wrested it from the original bearer in combat. Dang, so they're like intercepting each other's messages too. This is awesome. I love the entire dynamic, how no one wants to come to Sevagost because they're afraid that they're all going to get taken out if they do. How everyone wants to hold it in their own fortress. It's just great. I like that.
It sounds to me that the masters are willing to meet, but not in their rivals' strongholds.
Very well done, my friend. These messages shed enough light on the situation for us to determine a course of action. Mordor is tumultuous enough that each of the masters wishes to consolidate his power. They are willing to meet, but they do not wish to do so in any of the rivals' strongholds. I cannot blame them for this lack of trust. Indeed, it seems wise for each of them to exercise an abundance of caution. But they each want the ascendancy of Mordor. This meeting will happen, but where will they finally agree to meet?
There is one who has watched the movements of our enemies longer than any of us.
I have had an idea, Andang. Each of the Masters of Mordor has walked this land longer than either of us, and they know its out-of-the-way corners better than we could ever hope to do. Even I, who fought during the siege of Barad-dûr at the end of the Second Age, and saw the shape of the land then, cannot pretend to the knowledge of those who seek to rule Mordor now. But there is one who has demonstrated such knowledge of this land to us. Do you remember? I do not trust him, for who truly could? But he has watched the movements of our enemies, and knows somewhat of their motivations. I speak of Zagharog, Andang. The spirit in the stone may have seen more than we, and know of the place the Masters will settle upon for the council. So we get to go back to the Crazy Stone in the caverns of, or outside the caverns of fire in Talith Uru. Where is that again? Oh, just right down there. Okay, not too far. We can do that. All right, here we are once again. Let's talk to the Watching Stone. There is silence in your mind for so long you begin to doubt that Zagharog will speak to you. Then, just as you are about to turn away, the presence returns. The questioning sea buffets you as before. Where will the Masters seek to meet, you ask the spirit. The only reply is silence. Have such meetings occurred before, you try again. But Zagharog does not reply. The questioning sea recedes, leaving behind only sand and silt. Skeletal fish wriggle madly on the dry bed, gasping and dying. Then you notice their number. 9 fish die in the water's absence. The presence in the darkness that is Zagharog watches you closely, and the fish are gone. A sudden flash of light blinds you with its brilliance, and you recognize a flat space with sparse trees near many falls in the southern reaches of Lingris. Hateful chittering fills your ears, and you know there is a malevolent creature behind you, but you are unable to turn and face it. Then you hear the voice of Atli Spiderbane, and you know he hunts the creature that stalks you. Zagharog makes his demand, and his desire fills your mind and echoes in your ears. Kill, he says. So we now have to take out a spider in Lingris, apparently. Hopefully he wasn't talking about Atli there. And yeah, we have to go all the way over there now. Great. Oh dang, Atli needs our aid. I almost killed it. Oh, I almost killed it, but now it returns. Oh dang. Yeah, you got close, buddy. The creature falls dead. May this be enough for Zagharog. Haha, well done.
Thank you for finishing the job. That was quite a fight.
Indeed. Stay safe, buddy. Stay safe. Alright, we're going back as fast as we can to this thing. Unlike your previous visit, Zagharog does not make you wait this time. He is present immediately, with a hungering and eager need. The spider is slain, you say, and Zagharog's confusion is apparent. You see the hidden gully in Lingris once again, and feel the stalking shadow, and hear Atli Spiderbane bellow his battle cry. A feeling of great insistence spears at you, over and over. The spider, you say once again, and Zakarog responds at once.
The dwarf.
No, you respond. You are buffeted by disappointment and anger. The spirit's rage is a crushing ceiling that presses down on you. It is a cauldron of boiling fire that scalds you. It is a torrent of icy rain that freezes and pierces your skin. It passes, and Zakarog's rage is replaced with a sullen resentment. Where will the masters meet, you ask once again. And Zakarog shows you the 9 dying fish, inexplicably, inexorably breathing their last. Finally, the images fade, and your feet are compelled to walk to the northwest. Zakarog remains, nursing his disappointment, but you are confident that he has given you what you need. Dang, I guess we're gonna walk this way. Yeah, sure, listen to the statue. Just walk in this general direction and assume that it's on our side, even though it wanted us to kill our dwarf friend from the very beginning of the game. Mount Doom fills your vision, and you know at once the masters will meet on the slopes of Orodruin. Well, that's gonna favor Barangos, but okay, sure. Why not? Sounds like a great idea. We're now kind of stuck. There we go. Yeah, we definitely need to talk with our elf friend now.
Of course. How did I not see it?
I don't know. Why didn't you see it? Orodruin stands between the lands the masters of Mordor have claimed for themselves. And on the slopes of Mount Doom, they will feel most secure from the treachery of their rivals. This is where the meeting will take place. I am certain of it.
You will need a disguise of some kind if you are to attend the meeting in secret.
It will be easier to gain access to this meeting in the open air than it would be to pass the guards of Saragost or any of the fortresses of Mordor. But that is not to say it will be a simple matter. You will need a disguise of some kind to get near to any of the masters without their knowledge. But what sort of raiment will serve that purpose I cannot say. Mithrandir may know better than I, Andang. Return to him in Minas Tirith to spend more mithril, and consult the wizard, and I will continue to monitor Lyris' progress in plague making. Here we go. We're running out of mithril here, but here we go. Yes, Andang? What brings you back to the city? Have you learned if Lyrith is near to achieving her goal? You tell Mithrandir that Harthalin is studying the effects of the Athelas on the samples you collected in Argonith, but that you have learned a meeting of the Masters of Mordor will occur on the slopes of Orodruin. You intend to gain access to this meeting? You might learn much that would be of use, but it will be very dangerous. You will need a raiment of disguise if you are to avoid detection. Ah, I know what will serve. The Gurzel, and indeed many others in Mordor, rely upon their slaves for labor, and the many menial tasks that keep the iron wheel of Gorgoroth turning. As a result, obedient slaves often pass beneath notice. I suspect that the Masters of Mordor do not even see them, though they rely upon their presence. If you were to obtain the rags worn by the freed Nirnhoth that were brought to the city, a tailor in Minas Tirith might be able to fashion a suitable disguise for you. I last saw some of the freed Nirnhoth on the northeast side of the Third Circle, trying to become comfortable in their new home. I will meet you at Cirith Gorgor when you have arranged for a disguise with the tailor. Alright, we now need to go get somebody else's clothes so that we got our disguise and can make it back into Mordor. You have found a group of Nirnhoth trying to become used to their new life.
You are not here to send us back to Mordor? Promise me!
I promise, dude, I promise. Huja listens to your request, and slowly his look of fear is replaced with caution. You do not want to do this, Andang. Aram and Italy were in service of a Grukor's table, and the tales they have told of his cruelty are beyond belief. If you try to deceive him, you will be found out, and death could not come swiftly enough for you. I retained the clothes I wore in servitude, for some part of me believed I would not long be free of it. There was a part of me, too, that feared to dispose of them. Why? The reason must appear foolish to you, but I thought if I no longer had them at hand, I would forget the time I spent in servitude, or the family and friends I lost in those years. I will give them to you for this reason, Andang, that you will use them to help put an end to a Grukor and the others like him, for Aram and for Italy, and for their families and mine. May they be of use to you, and I will try not to feel their loss overmuch. It will not be easy, but it will be worthwhile if this act helps free my people and put an end to their misery and torment in Mordor. With some reluctance but a hopeful smile, Huja gives you a bundle of clothes.
You wish me to modify these so you may wear them? These are mere rags.
Are you sure you would not prefer the latest fashions of the city instead? These are little more than dirty rags. Very well, I will do what I can. I will send them along to you when they are finished. Horizon followed you to the tailor, and now seeks to gain your attention. Alright, buddy, let's talk.
You are up to something.
I overheard your directions for the tailor, and there can be only one reason for you to wear the clothes of the Nirnhoth. You plan to sneak into one of the fortresses in Mordor. Do not try to deny it. Horizon knows whatever you might say would be a lie. He is often called Horizon the Perceptive, after all. Technically, we're not sneaking into a fortress. We're just trying to go to a meeting, but sure. Horizon looks from side to side and shifts his weight from one foot to the other. When he speaks again, the words come in a rush and a tumble, as if he were embarrassed to speak them. There are none in this city that Horizon would consider a friend, but you may be nearest to the lofty prize, Andang. If you do not get yourself killed climbing the walls of Saragost or rattling the bars of Nerband, you might hope to achieve my friendship in time. But Horizon does not befriend corpses. Horizon speaks more softly now, and his words are earnest in a way you have rarely heard from the Kulandar chief. I think you are a fool to attempt this, but I will share something with you in the hope that it may improve your chance of survival. The bosses pay no heed to their servants or their slaves, as long as they are obedient. That will change in an instant if the servant disobeys. You must do whatever you are commanded to do, or they will see through your disguise. This should serve you well with Ugrukor, Dogobeth, or any of their minions. But there is one you should beware, in any circumstance. Whatever Eridani has become, I do not think she will be blinded by your appearance. She may be more sensitive to your deception. You must try and keep away from Eridani at any cost. I have done all I can, Andang. It is more than anyone else would do. But this city is confusing and unpleasant, and if I am stuck here, I would rather have someone such as you to hear my complaints. Keep that in mind when you sojourn on your foolish errand, and let it inspire you to subtlety. The tailor has finished resizing the Nirnhoth garments, and bundles them for you.
I bundled the garments for you.
Alright, awesome. Time to talk to Mithrandir at Kirith Gorgor, just inside the Black Gate, but I think that's not till next time. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a like down below, and I'll see you again real soon for more of Mordor as we continue to make our way through here. I think we're getting very close to the end, so super excited for that. Hopefully all of you are as well. So, till next time, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for more of Mordor.